Hi weirdos of the internet, I am Constigo, or you can call me Ryan, you can call me either. Today I want to talk about my own sexual orientation in accordance with it being Pride Month. I have never actually, to my recollection, made a video about sexual orientation on my channel, or if I have, then it was when I was 14 and it's been deleted a long time ago. So I don't really know what I am doing, and that pretty much describes my sexuality as well. So the structure of today's video is basically gonna go like this. I'm gonna talk about my entire history with trying to decide whether I was lesbian, bisexual, straight, or any other names that you want to call me. I'm going to start with my childhood experiences and different events that led up to my conclusion. Sorry if you see me looking down a lot, by the way, it's because I have my like kind of script here, so that is why. The first memory that I have of being sexually attracted to someone was when I was about 6 years old and started listening to Panic! At the Disco. Brendan Urie was kind of like an obsessive crush for me, and that was ongoing for like 10 years. This wasn't the first time I'd thought about romance though, because before that I had always had like little romantic thoughts about like Miley Cyrus when she was Hannah Montana, and also other girls that I'd seen in school, namely my best friend at the time who lived down the street to me. I was always open to kissing people in primary school, no matter what their gender was. Like, if I was dared to kiss someone, then I would do it. I wouldn't even understand why it was a dare, because I had always been fluid in that kind of way and confident to kiss whoever I wanted to kiss. So when I got to my final years of primary school, I started watching Victorious, and I got the biggest crush on Kat Valentine. Like, out of this world. I'm still obsessed with Ariana Grande. I would always daydream about taking her out on like romantic dates, and I would imagine marrying her. Like, it was pretty obsessive. My walls were like plastered with pictures of her and other celebrities that I was into at the time, so I also really was into Bella Thorne around this time. Not so much Zendaya, you know I'm talking about Shake It Up, but now that's kind of changed. And I also really like Matt Bennett, and I still liked Brendan Urie. At this time, I didn't know that there was anything worth questioning. I thought that everyone had thoughts about guys and girls. Most of my thoughts were about girls, but I just kind of thought it was normal, I guess. Like, I thought that everybody was like that. I didn't know there was any different. So my first kiss was around this time, and I kissed my friend under my cabin bed. And she had a boyfriend, but she said she felt really sorry for me, and she also really wanted to practice kissing so that it would be better with her boyfriend. I started secondary school and I was very lonely, the weird kid that got picked on a lot. Nobody wanted to be friends with me, let alone date me. But it was around this time that girls in my class started coming out as bisexual, and I didn't really jump on the bandwagon because I had no idea what it meant. But I remember like drawing pictures of girls like on the maths whiteboard and stuff, like privately, secretly, and I'd draw like, you know, their bodies and stuff. And like, I remember this girl came over to me and was like, if you keep doing that, people are gonna think that you're a lesbo. And I was like, is that a bad thing? I had no idea. I was in year 7, I was like 12, I had no idea what was going on. So I finally made some friends and I dated a few guys, and then I dated this girl, and at first I was scared because nobody else was doing that and people looked at us like we were breaking the law or something, and we got told off by teachers. So I broke it off with her and I was like, I'm straight, which was a huge lie, but I was scared. I dated so many guys that turned out to be gay as well, or I dated I dated one guy and then I had a huge crush on a different guy who refused to date me, who both ended up being trans. I think that says something. And I mean, can you imagine, like, how was I even confused? But like, at the same time, I'm still confused. So I went on with my life, dating boys, feeling like I was meant to be with a girl. I had my first serious relationship with a guy and he was very unfaithful, and I think that scarred me a bit from boys. We dated for around a year. My second big relationship was with a girl, my best friend since primary school. Not the same girl that I had my first kiss with though. She is still my best friend to this day, and it only made us stronger as friends, I believe. So we dated for around 8 months, I think, before it ended because I got scared again because I have commitment issues. I will not lie. We kept the relationship a secret. Then after a few months we told some friends, but we couldn't tell our parents because we didn't want to tell them that we thought we might be gay or anything, so we just didn't. She ended up being gay, by the way. Just adding that in there, I don't know. My parents kept asking if I was gay all the time and I just kept refusing to talk about it at all. My dad actually told me that he would have preferred if I was a lesbian because then he didn't have to worry about me getting pregnant. So at least I knew that they weren't homophobic or anything. I don't know, I felt like I didn't need to come out. Like I felt like I didn't need to make that statement, so I didn't want to talk about it because I felt like it wasn't necessary to talk about it. I remember going with her to the lake this one time when we were about 15 and just screaming about how gay we were, just for the fun of it, and she really let me be myself around her, which is why we make such good friends, but relationship just didn't work. I also found out that there were like 1,000 genders at this time, and so I started identifying as gender fluid and I shaved my head, and thus I became a magical snowflake. But this makes sense later. So when I went to sixth form, I had made up my mind that I was pansexual, which means that you feel physically attracted to any gender, including trans and non-binary. I also thought that I was transgender at the time and tried to transition to male, which I regret because I'm definitely not. You may be able to tell. I had nobody in sixth form that actually liked me. I had a lot of people who pretended to, but they actually didn't, which became clear at the end of the school year. So I was in counselling for a very long time, and I got tested by the Whiteleaf Centre when I was 18 for mental illnesses, and they came back and told me that I most likely had emotionally unstable personality disorder, otherwise known as borderline personality disorder, along with ADHD and autism. This is important because a symptom of BPD is changing sense of self-image, which can lead to changes in sexual orientation or gender confusion, which is what I had a lot of, and that has now been confirmed. And so is the ADHD, and the autism is waiting to be confirmed. I was meant to get it confirmed like a couple of weeks ago, but maybe I'll have it confirmed by now. You know, coronavirus, thanks. So I went to my university of my first choice and decided I was going to find a girlfriend whilst I was there. I would look for girls in clubs, but it was Freshers Week, so a lot of the girls were not ready to settle down and find a girl themselves. I was just making out with a lot of girls and guys, but nothing went anywhere. Also, I feel like I should backtrack and just say that I was back to identifying as a female at this point, but I had changed my name to Ryan, so it is still Ryan, and I still really like that name and feel most comfortable with it, which is why I still have it. So then I found my current boyfriend at a beach just outside of the city. It's a very romantic place to meet, and honestly, we were in love like almost instantly. After the first date, I felt like I could do anything with him and tell him anything, and I still can. Like, there is that emotional connection, that romantic connection, the sexual connection, everything. So I asked my boyfriend to shave his legs because I like feminine people, and I bought him spa dates, and I suggested we do face masks together, and I have done his makeup before, which is why my auntie told me that she thought I was just a lesbian. So my boyfriend and I broke up a few times, and each time that we did, I went out and found a girl to take him off my mind. And I kept saying to my friends and my family that I was only attracted to girls and I was never going to go back to a heterosexual relationship. I would go to strip clubs and watch girls dance on poles. I paid a lot of money for lap dances. I was just the ultimate man. I was making out with random girls in clubs just for the fun of it. Not because I was even attracted to them. Like, a lot of them I didn't feel any attraction to. It was just, oh, you're gay? Okay, let's make out then, because, you know, I'm bored. So I always went back to him, and I'm glad that I do that because I feel like it makes us stronger now than if I was with anybody else. I realised that I do identify as bisexual or pansexual, but I prefer feminine people. So currently I am dating a man, and I am currently identifying as bisexual. Mainly because I hate telling people that I'm pansexual and then getting ridiculed for it. I am attracted to any gender that anyone wants to present as, or does present as, whatever. Not getting into politics. But I am specifically attracted to people who have somewhat feminine features. So I like girls and I like guys who are particular about hygiene and their hair and skincare. I believe the term is gynesexual, which is the sexual orientation towards femininity, but I don't want to label anything like that much. Like, that's going too far into it, I think. I think it's enough just to say that I'm a girl that likes feminine things. So thank you so much for watching this video about my sexual orientation and my struggles with trying to figure out what the hell is going on in my head. My sexual orientation fluctuates, but I know that I'm bisexual because I've had feelings for both sexes. I really hope you subscribe to my channel and come back for more videos that I'll be uploading. I also want you guys to share your stories in the comment section below, and I want nothing but positivity towards each other, okay? I don't want to deal with no negativity and homophobia or whatever, right? Just keep kind. I am Constigo, thank you so much for watching, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!